Hello, my friends. I'm Andrea, astrologer, and welcome to this episode on the secrets of the bull about a star that is very important, especially now. And this is the Rohini Nakshatra, which will be traversed by Jupiter several times, at least a portion of it. And you will also have Uranus on it. Of course, this will come later, but it's relevant for the next years, so up to 7 years from now. And this is a very lucky position to have. So are you curious to see if you have it? And if you have it, we talked about the financial houses in the previous episodes. If you didn't see these, check them. I think it would be interesting. And the question is, yes, let's say you have this in some financial house, but what do you get? What is so special about Rohini? Rohini is actually the single constellation in the sky which has the Pushkara Navamsa, Pushkara Bhaga, and Yogatara in the same portion, in the same pada. And these terms, Pushkara Navamsa, Yogatara, and Pushkara Bhaga, are about the strongest stars in the constellation, which will really enable the fruition of this nakshatra at maximum. And in order to check if you have it, you need to really see if you have 14 or 16 of Taurus, because this nakshatra is from 10 of Taurus to 2320 of Taurus, again the sidereal zodiac. And if you have any planet there or the ascendant, then this is quite lucky, I would say, from a financial standpoint, because Taurus is about finance, Rohini is about luxury in general. It's about, nice smell from candles, luxury candles, for example. It is about jewelry. It is about vehicles. Would you get a luxury car this year or the next? So let's dive into an example, a chart example that would really show you what a configuration with a strong Rohini looks like. And now I would like to share my screen. Before we continue, a quick word from our partners at Uptrade.
Hello, Astro crypto community. It's lovely to speak with you all, and hopefully I get to meet some of your faces soon. My name is George Kaltekis, and I work for a brokerage company called Uptrade. Think of us as like a traditional stockbroker, but in the crypto world. It's a really exciting opportunity to be able to connect with you all and to see how Andrea and I can create some value in this space. For a bit of background, I've been sort of investing and trading in digital currencies for the past 6 or 7 years, in 2017, and I've learned from a lot of the market cycles, and really from a technical analysis point of view, a fundamental, and also looking at the derivatives data in the futures market. So a little bit about Uptrade. We're a full service white glove brokerage. So that means that we can execute buying, selling, and swapping of over 8,000 digital currencies. We can also on-ramp currencies into the market, like the US dollar, the Australian dollar, the euro, and we can get this safely and securely into people's bank accounts. We can also provide the gold standard of custody through Fireblocks, one of the well-known custody solutions in the space. And we also produce in-house research that's best in class and really relevant to current trends and themes. So I really help people to understand the narratives that are driving the value in the crypto space. And together with Andrea, I'm really excited to partner and see how we can add additional value to you. And so Andrea will give you a bit of a spiel about where we might be astrologically in the financial world, especially in the crypto space. And yeah, looking forward to potentially meeting you all and getting to know some of your names soon. Bye for now.
Looking very much forward to our collaboration with Uptrade. Thank you so much for the opportunity, George. And to all of you, please click the link in the description for Uptrade just at the top to secure a exclusive 30% discount on the brokerage fees. In order to follow along, please go to vaultoftheheavens.com Lahiri, and this is the website that we use for Vedic astrology. It's a very capable website and it's free. This is the good news. And there, please enter the time of birth, which is 12, the location London, UK, and the complete date of birth 21st of April 1989, and the name can be any name. Tim, this is a fictive person, it's not a real one, and I chose this chart based on the configuration of Jupiter, so that we have it falling near the Rohini Nakshatra and a very strong positioning. And this is really in the 11th house in Taurus, at 13 degrees and 47 minutes of Taurus, and this is in the Rohini Nakshatra, and quite tight to the Pushkara Bhaga of 14 degrees of Taurus. And this is a very lucky person, I would say, when it comes to financial gains, because 11th house is financial gains, and Taurus is also a financial sign. Rohini symbolizes luxury vehicles nowadays. In the past, it was associated with the royal chariot or the chariots of aristocracy, and it's about this movement in a high luxury style. This 11th house has to do with friends, also with investments from networks, from friends, and decentralized in some way, because it's the 11th house, which has this Aquarius energy about decentralization. So such a person would make nice money with this, and could also get the luxury vehicle that I mentioned if this is a dream, or could buy it based on the gains that he had this theme based on his investments from the past. And this is a very good configuration, and what is notable is the fact that the degrees of Taurus, which are between the 19 degrees, so a bit far away from this, but not too far away, it's still active, and 2320 degrees of Taurus, of the sidereal Taurus. So this portion of Rohini, the last part, will be traversed by Jupiter 3 times. So unfortunately not the Pushkara Bhaga, Pushkara Navamsa and the Yogatara, so not the strongest point, but it will be nearby. And this is lucky because this means that Jupiter is activated 3 times more, and therefore the luck increases. Nice surprises for such a configuration, I would say. And Rohini is also about luxury fashion. It's about jewelry, but authentic jewelry, and very nice garments and brands, so to speak. So it's this energy of the earth as well. It's about sustainability, about green. And here we can go now in the 5th house, which is about projects, another pure financial house or investment that can really yield nice gains if it is linked with the earth, agriculture, green, clean energy, vehicles, because of the symbolism of the nakshatra of Rohini. So all these are very lucrative for a person who would have Jupiter here, Taurus. Imagine Taurus here and Jupiter here. Of course, that person would have another age, because Jupiter has a 12-year cycle, and it will stay 1 year approximately in each sign. And these are pure financial houses that would yield the investment, the wealth promised by Rohini in such a good configuration. So here also people who have this Jupiter between 19 degrees of sidereal Taurus and 23 degrees 20 minutes of sidereal Taurus, if you can really look at your chart, for example, that would be a very lucky time, because it is traversed 3 times by Jupiter right now, and it will be also traversed by Uranus in the years to come. So not yet, this is too far away. We do have also other 2 financial houses that I want to pinpoint, and this is the 2nd and the 8th. And the 2nd is about your values, also coming from the family, what you have. So if it's Rohini there, it is also a source of wealth that you get from your own childhood even, and it will grow, it will be enabled somehow. Okay, so you have something, you are used to have something all your life, now it will be renewed, or it would be upgraded to the next level. So for example, upgrade your car. For example, you had a very nice car, but now you want the latest model. This would be something that is possible to achieve. And it is also money coming from any activity that is linked to agriculture, to vehicles, and to fashion, but luxury fashion in general, natural materials, and also sustainability, environment, green energy is associated with Rohini as well. Now imagine that Jupiter would be here in the 8th house. This is really about investment in all such topics that I mentioned. So it would be sectors of stocks or even, coins associated with such projects that deal with the aforementioned domains. I do not mention them again. So this is Jupiter about, a more persistent, long-term way to make money. It's about wealth in general. It's also about luck. Are you lucky, for example, in a career that would be in such domains? If you have Rohini, then for sure you will. So if you choose a company that is in such areas, you will have success. And this is also a time when you will get promotion with Jupiter here, especially if you work in such fields. Now, it is important to take into account Venus as well. I will not make another episode about Venus because I think we detailed that in the past. I would like to say that Venus, especially in these pure financial houses, the 2nd, the 8th, the 5th, and the 11th, is about cash flow. So it's more about liquidity. It's about, okay, money really comes somehow. You could really win in lottery, especially with the 8th house and even 11th. If this is your dream and you really work on manifesting it, so to speak, thinking a lot and putting a lot of energy into it, then this is a possible outcome, especially if Jupiter is strong in your chart and you have good influences and you have it, for example, between the 19 and the 23 degrees and 20 minutes of sidereal Taurus. And on the 2nd, 8th, it would be really pure money, so to speak, that you can get from investments here. Also speculations is 8th house, and 2nd house is more about what you really get as a gift from others, but it is linked also to the career as well in some way. So it's the money and the values you have that are really linked to Rohini and shaped again by the lucky planet Jupiter really traversing these degrees again. So this is about Rohini. I think it is a good transit to have right now, because if you have any other bad influences in the chart, and it can't be that all is good, it's never the case. Actually, we can say that this is a very protective influence that would really give you wealth, especially if you have this axis enabled, the pure financial houses for Rohini. Thank you for your attention and stay tuned for the next episode, which will cover Mrigashira, the last nakshatra in this part, but it will be only the first part of the nakshatra because Taurus will come to an end after other 7 degrees. Thank you.